Hi, my name is Mackenzie Streeter, and I'll be your social worker today. Just want to let you know before we get started that everything here remains confidential and nothing will be spoken outside of this room. Also, if you say anything that may harm yourself or harm others, I'll have to report it just to let you know. Would you like to start off by telling me a little bit about yourself?
I'm Courtney Weimer, and I'm a sophomore at Frostburg State, and I'm studying education.
What brings you in here today?
I drink all nights of the week, and my grades are suffering, and I'm not going to classes, and I'm just having a lot of problems.
What makes you want to go out?
I find it, socially acceptable with my friends to go out. I feel like it's the only way I get accepted by them, is if I go out. Yeah.
Could you describe a normal night for me?
I go out around 6. I have a couple beers to start off. I have then I just start taking shots. I go out to the bars and meet up with all my friends. Come back around 2. I'm so drunk that I just pass out around 3 at my boyfriend's house, and I never go home. I'm always at his place, and I don't wake up until about 12.
Do you drink to get drunk when you go out?
Yeah, I drink to get drunk to go out. I feel like, my other friends are getting drunk. I should be getting drunk too. If I socially drink, I don't feel like that's accepting to them.
Right, so it sounds like that you have more confidence when you drink and then you go out with them. You feel more comfortable around them when you're drinking.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't drink around them, I wouldn't feel comfortable around them. I feel like if I was just socially drinking, it wouldn't, I just wouldn't fit in with them.
When you're not drinking, how is your relationship with your friends?
It's not great. We don't hang out unless we're drinking. During the day, we hardly see each other. We just call each other up when we're ready to go out to the bars. That's all we do.
You mentioned a boyfriend earlier. Does he influence you drinking?
Yeah, it's the same thing. If, he wants to go out every night, and I feel like I need to go out every night with him and just get drunk, or we have nothing else in common.
How is your relationship with your boyfriend?
It's stressful. We get along sometimes, but we fight. We fight a lot at night, too, when he has a big temper when he drinks.
Do you talk about his temper at all with him?
I try to, but if I try and talk to him about it, he just, he yells at me, and I just don't want to start a fight with him.
What happens when you do get in a fight?
Usually he just yells at me. I don't, he doesn't hit me or anything. He just really, throws his temper, and it scares me a little bit, so I just try and back off.
Do you fight when you go out?
Yeah, we fight all the time when we go out.
And I'm guessing alcohol, makes him upset sometimes.
Yeah, the alcohol makes it worse with his temper. During the day, it's not too bad, but at night, if I do say something that bothers him, irritates him, he's a really bad temper.
So it sounds like with him, it's troublesome to talk to him about issues, and you don't know what to do sometimes. Is this true?
Yeah, it's really hard to talk to him about emotional issues, about what's going on with me, and, we don't really have that emotional connection.
Have you talked to your friends at all about, your fights with him?
No, I try to, but they really say, they kind of blame me for it and blame him too.
Do you have anybody to talk to about your problems with him, or do you just keep it to yourself?
I keep it to myself. There's only no one I can talk to.
Right. Earlier you mentioned classes and your grades. How are they?
They're bad since I don't go to class. My grades are suffering. I mostly have C's and D's, but I am failing a couple. And if I don't, shape up my act, I'm going to get kicked out of school.
How often do you attend class?
A couple times a week, if that. I don't attend my 9:30 classes at all because it's, I sleep until 12, and if I feel like going after my, afternoon, I'll sometimes go to those, but not really.
So it sounds like going out and partying takes over your study time and doing your homework, making your grades fall.
Yeah, no, drinking has a huge impact on it. I'm just, all drinking consumes my life.
Hmm. Did drinking start off in college?
No, it started off in high school when I lived at home. Um, I just drank a lot in high school, and it just kind of came into college, and,
What made you drink in high school?
I really didn't have, much of a family life, and that's what my friends did again, so I hung around them all the time, and all they did was drink, and I really just didn't care about school then either.
Did you have close friends?
I had a couple close friends, but, not really anyone I could hang out with a lot, just basically drinking buddies.
So all of them mostly went out and partied just like you do now?
Yeah, all of them went out and partied. Not every night because it was a little bit different, but we went out a lot.
So it sounds like your friends, did they pressure you at all to drink, or was that your decision?
At first, they pressured me, and then after a while, it finally became my decision to drink.
Okay. All right. Besides your friends, you mentioned home not being so good. How is your home life?
Well, I don't really get along with my parents. I live with my mom and dad, and I have a little brother. And we just don't get along. They never really seemed like they cared about me. They just kind of gave me what I wanted, and they never really, asked about me or even showed that they cared.
So your relationship isn't so great at home with them?
No, it's not great at all. We hardly speak. If we do speak, it's really just about nothing.
Right.
And we just do our separate things.
Right. You mentioned you have a younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
How much younger is he than you?
He's 2 years. He just got accepted into a great college, and he's very different than I am.
Do your parents treat him differently than the way they treat you?
Yeah, he did well in school. He's going to that great school. He's an athlete. He's their star child,